Well, thank you for staying with us. 6 years after the romantic fairy tale of a girl from a wealthy Indian family who got hitched to a simple Bukusu man caused a national storm, another romantic story has been developing, still in the county of Bungoma. Boda Boda operator Albert Wanyonyi has shocked many after marrying an American girl who had jetted into the country as a missionary 3 years ago. The couple has been blessed with 2 beautiful children, and they say nothing will separate them. As KTN's Willie Lusige reports, my Bukusu darling certainly returns.
They say when love goes beyond culture, color and religion, then it must be true love. Meet 35-year-old Kerry Joy Wanyonyi and her husband Albert Joy Wanyonyi, aged 28, as they worship at the God's Heart Ministries in the Nyangali village, Bumula, in the county of Bungoma.
I'll bring you more than a song.
This is an important day for the couple as they have been visited by Carrie's father and mother, Bishop William Bill Boyce and Prophet Ruth Boyce, who hail from California in the United States.
I come from the USA. I was born in California.
The two say it was love at first sight for them in the beginning of 2018 when Joy jetted in as a missionary. Her first stopover was Bungoma.
I flew into Nairobi, came to Bungoma my second or third day here, and I arrived at 4:30 in the morning, and that's where I met Albert.
She met Albert while preaching the gospel, and he says they connected immediately.
Ati kwamba kwa sababu niliona pesa lakini niliona ni kama huyu mtu nikikaa na yeye anaweza nielewa na pia mimi naweza muelewa.
Albert dropped out of school in standard 2. He says he was overwhelmed by the beauty of this American girl, but then he couldn't express his feelings as he didn't speak English. The lady could not also speak Swahili or Luya.
He did not speak English at the time, actually, but God helped him to learn English so that we could speak together and get to know each other.
As a Boda Boda rider, Albert will offer transport services to her. Then one day he spilled the beans using a language that only understood by the two.
Nikamwambia nakupenda. Yeye sasa kusikia nakupenda akasema simamisha pikipiki, nikasimamisha. Nikajiuliza kwani sasa ninaharibia sasa nimetoka mbali sasa nikakuja kuharibia tu karibu penyewe.
I began very quickly to fall in love with him because I knew that this is the man that God has given me to marry.
He kept on showering her with sweet words and trying to impress her with the little he could afford.
I knew that he didn't have much money. He did boda and he worked on rock trucks, and I knew he wasn't bringing in that much. He was living like a local, but he's a hard worker. I consider his heart. I consider the hearts of people and their character, and that's what I really care about.
The two started dating, and after a few months, with many ups and downs, finally the couple walked down the aisle on October 27th, 2018.
Kaenda mpita. Kaenda kwa honeymoon.
My sister and brother couldn't be here for the wedding, so they were disappointed for that only, but they've all been very supportive.
Both the sets of parents had mixed reactions to the unique union.
Kifamilia yake najua sasa ilikuwa mtamrefu. Akasema sasa kama unawaleka kwake kuongea yeye aongee Kiswahili, English, Kizungu na wao ongee Kibukusu. Sasa mtakaje kwa ndoa yenye mwezi ongea lugha gani? Lugha moja.
My mom found out that I was in love with Albert and that I believed that God had him for me. She went, "Yes, Albert loves God."
Joy has now immersed herself into the village life and the Bukusu culture, even though she says sometimes she misses the American city life. She has been named Zunkusu, short version from Zungu, Bukusu.
And I've learned to enjoy Ugali because I like to live as the locals live. Other than that, I love greens, especially kunde and managu or suja. We used to have a little 2-bedroom mud house when we first got married, and we've expanded since then thanks to God's provision. When we first got married, I just had a kerosene lantern. That's all we had.
The mother of 2 has vowed never to return to America. She has sold everything that she owned back in the States and donated it to charity here in Kenya.
I sold my car and bought a plane ticket to Kenya with the car money. And I started giving away everything else that I owned.
Albert, who is still a Boda Boda rider, has now expanded his business and has big plans for the future.
He and I have recently purchased a second bike. So that second bike, we have a Boda that is doing the Boda Boda for us. And so we're getting an income right now.
However, the couple advises young people to think twice before making life-changing decisions.
Sukumana kwa chakula pia. jakula anaweza pika jakula yenye pia unaona hii jakula mimi sijawahi jaribu, waje nichikaze.
This is the largest phrase that I know in Bukusu. I know Nahusima luka alimosechewas. I love you very much, my husband. It's the first thing that I learned when I was getting married to Albert.
In addition to being a housewife, Kari has soldiered on with her missionary work and plans to open more churches under the God's Heart Ministries.
I also have to take care of the media side of the ministry, so our online presence. It's also Bukusu, the Wanyonyi family.
Ed Sheeran sang a song and said that people fall in love in a mysterious way. And this is a story of Albert. And the scripture also says, whoever finds a wife finds a good thing. Will Sigekete News, Nyangale Village, Bumula constituency in Bungoma.
I'm hearing people here in studio asking, what is the secret? Bukusu brothers should be a bit philanthropic and give out the formula to them.